Hey guys, it's Bobby Legs, and welcome to another episode of Bobby Legs Loves Watches. And today, what I have for you is the Zenea Ula Diver Ocean Hornet Yellow. I'd like to thank Ross Gallen for making this watch available for review, and Chris from the Watch Lounge for coordinating the tour. Zenea Watches was founded by Canadian-based watch enthusiast and avid diver Jason Hutton. And his goal was to create a beautiful yet highly functional dive watch, Swiss-made dive watch. Now, the under $1,000 dive watch space is highly competitive and saturated, right? You have micro brands who are trying to make a name for themselves. You have players who've been household names who've been making watches forever in that space as well. So if you're going to be a new brand, you got to come in strong. So we'll go over some of the specs, and then I'll give you my thoughts. But before we go into the review, please remember to like and subscribe and click that bell icon to get notifications every time I upload new videos. I love making these videos, and I hope you like them too. So let's get on with the review. Before I jump into the specs, I want to talk about this beautiful wooden box that the watch comes in, and this gorgeous medallion of the heraldic dolphin on top with the Zenea logo on it. The presentation is really nice, and albeit that this is a prototype that I have here, I hope when they release the watch that they present it with this box, because I think it's a nice touch. So let's get right into the specs. We have a 41 millimeter case diameter, a 48 millimeter lug to lug, 20 millimeter lug width. The bezel insert is this beautiful black ceramic insert with loomed markers, numbers, and pip. The case material is 316L surgical grade stainless steel. The crown is only 5.5 millimeters, but the crown guards are on the small side, and you do have some aggressive knurling on the crown, so you can get a really good grip. Now this is a screw down crown, of course it's a diver. It has a water resistance of 300 meters, so 1,000 feet. The case thickness is 12 millimeters. Sapphire crystal here with inner layer anti-reflective AR coating. The bezel's on the thinner side, but you have this aggressive coin edge to it that allows you to get a good grip for a good turn on this watch, so no complaints there. Now you do have this also stainless steel bracelet, H-link bracelet with the solid links and a deployment class. A little bit more on that in a bit. You have this beautifully done screw down case back, the heraldic dolphin, the two of them paired here as a relief, and it's really well done, I gotta say. And you also have a mix of polish on the outside steel and a brushy kind of rough on the inner part of that. Now the links and the bracelet is very comfortable. You can see they articulate very easily, so you're gonna get this nice drape around the wrist, this great feeling, and it wears really great. Back to the clasp, you do have this nice stainless steel clasp and this diver's glide lock type extension to get that great close fit. Now before I get into the dial itself, I want to mention that this is powered by the ETA 2824 workhorse movement, 28,800 beats per hour, 25 joule, approximately 38 hour powers, or just a really great, solid, dependable Swiss movement. Now let's get right back to the dial. When I opened up this box, I was really taken aback. I'm not really a big fan of yellow colored dials, but this has enough orange, I would like to say, or red in it, that it's really appealing to me. So I think it's a beautiful color and a great choice. You do have applied indices here, our indices. You do have the 12 and the 6 corresponding on the dial. A small date window at the 3 o'clock position. There is BGW superluminova applied to the indices here, as well as the sword hands, the hour and the minute hand, and they're beautifully framed out in black. You have this really eye-popping red seconds hand that I think is a great touch to this dial. And you also see these red pips right by the hour markers, just to again to add a nice little dash of red. Now let me throw this on wrist, and I have a 6 3/4 inch wrist, and here's an outdoor shot of the watch, and it just felt great on wrist, and the the quality of it, I was really impressed by the solid build, especially being that this is one of the first watches coming out of the gate for Zenea. So I think they did a pretty good job with the overall aesthetic and feel of this watch. Now these watches by Zenea are available for pre-order. They are shipping in January 2021 according to the website. This one is listed for $659. About a month ago, I saw it listed for under $600. It's going to be up to $865 post-release, and I feel like that number is pretty aggressive. I think you really need to be under the $600 range to be competitive. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, this space is very, very competitive, and there's a lot of great watches, a lot of great micro brands out there doing good work, and a lot of more conventional brands doing good work in this range too. Now Zenea is putting out a pretty good solid watch here. Overall, I really, really like it, but I think they need to be a little bit more aggressive on the consumer side if they want to compete. But other than that, I think it's a great first release by Zenea, and I look forward to seeing what they have going on in the future. Please put a comment below. Let me know about what you think about this particular watch. I love connecting with you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.